Okay. I feel like I haven't done these in a minute for real. Again, I've been on here. Let's believe I've been here. So there are a couple things I wrote, and you're probably wondering, why don't you just memorize your script? We'll get there. We're already there. So yeah, today I wanted to talk about ways that you can reduce your stress. And I think there's so many things that we do that are like, it's a simple fix, but it's not simple work. And it requires your personal resonance as well as which leads you to your personal radiance. And what I mean by that is, technically being fit is easy, right? But then you have to think about the work that you put in. And then you get to a point where it's like, oh, this isn't even work. This is just for funsies. This is just, I enjoy doing this. So that's what I mean. You resonate with it, and then you start to radiate it. Yeah, man, I work out every day. Yeah, I work out 5 days a week, and it's super fun. You want to join me? Yeah, what do you do? Oh, blase, blase, blase. Like, it's just like, it's in you, and you show that. You exert that. It may not even be like you explain it, but it's within you, and you show it. If that does make sense. It's not if it makes sense. So yeah, it's the same thing with stress. Throughout my years, throughout my years, I've everybody goes through stress. So what I've learned in the simplest form is that you really just want to figure out what you enjoy doing and live your life doing that. I feel like I've said this many times. I know I've said this many times because it's true. When you do such things that you enjoy over and over and over again, it leads to more joy. So one of the reasons why you could be dealing with stress is because you do things that you may not want to do over and over and over again, and it leads to stress. So you have to really, it's a kind of a two-part guide here. You figure out determine what's leading you to stress. And if you feel like, oh well, this isn't something I can just, like a job, everybody got work. That's the belief. Everyone has to work. But then you can kind of break that down, like, okay, well, there's multiple ways to break it down. Find a new job, they say, but then you could battle and argue, or you can battle and say, well, it's not that easy. And that just requires another belief. There's so many people out in this world that we see, that we work with. Wow, like the person that does it so amazingly, seemingly. The person that's just such a great worker that, I guarantee he doesn't have to worry about a job. He doesn't. He actually doesn't. There are people that just do it so effortlessly, and they're like, hey, if I get fired, it's cool. I got these other two. They've been fiending for me. They've been waiting for me. They've been waiting for me. They they basically been placing bids on me the way they want me. So that's another belief. But if finding another job is very difficult, then you can do your best to, as I've said, find the joy in that job. It's not excruciating. It might just be like, quote unquote, boring. You know. So find the ways that, while you allow another job that you will enjoy more, to swoop you by your feet, because that's how it'll happen. While you allow that to happen in the background, find ways that you can really, 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 really connect with this current job that you're working, and just harbor on those. Just like with the joy, just like with what I was talking about before. You want to harbor on what you enjoy, and in turn that will bring more joy. And to me, the opposite of stress is joy. Or you could say the opposite of it is serenity, calmness, right? So do things that allow some quiet time in your life, you know? You might think the party, like, I sound so old when I said that. You might think the party. I'm sorry. No, but you might think partying and, drinking, going out with the boys, going out with the girls is fun and all, which it probably is. I mean, like, shoot, it is. It is. I'm young, so it is. But what I mean by joy is also like finding those peaceful times and uh, those peaceful activities, really, and just doing a lot of those to inhibit or bring out peace, serenity, and that'll lead you. Because I think peace, honestly, forget joy. Peace is, which has joy in it, but peace is really what I'm referring to. It's like a calm wave, you know? Find things that inhibit that. So it could be meditation, it could be journaling, it could be just listening to a really, really calm podcast, like no drama. They just like, yeah, we vibing, we're calm. Calm tones, calm music, dancing to some calm music, being in a cafe. So I mean, focusing on those calm things that bring you a sense of peace, but they also have a little bit of enjoyment where it's like, okay, well, this isn't boring. Even meditation can be boring, you know, but have fun with it. Visualize, go on a trip in your meditation. It is your world. It's your world. So make it your world. Have fun with it. Add some peace. Add some joy. Add some adventure. To your meditations, to your breath work. Even breathing is phenomenal. Breath work is phenomenal. There's so many ways to breathe. So yeah, just do more. Do more of what you enjoy doing, and do more of the things that give you peace of mind, serenity, and give you that feeling. Because those two feelings, just like with stress, the feeling of stress attracts more stress. It's that feeling. So you flip the script. The feeling of joy, the feeling of peace, those bring more joy and more peace, because it's like it's kind of like a magnet. Your heart's in a sense feeling for those things. So when you constantly add those things in your life, you'll start to notice that your heart is more attracted to those things and it moves you to those things. So that's one. I think the other one, which was kind of an extra, uh, yeah. The other one was like saying mantras and things of that nature. I think, yeah. I also added segment intention, which is basically saying like visualizing how it'll go. Like if you're in a stressful situation, if you're late to work, visualize that you'll make it safely and that you won't be fired, and that you know you won't get marked, or things of that nature. See it going that way. Put your focus on just just calm outcomes, because sometimes we get stressed out of, oh, I don't want this to happen. Then don't let it happen. Focus on the other thing. That's what I'm saying. Focus on the other thing. Put your focus somewhere else. And that takes practice. And it's okay if, you know, it's okay if you go 50-50. Like if you're half stressed and then you kind of catch it and you're like, oh, let me be calm. Let me take some breathers. Let me think about something else. That's all in it. That's all a part of it. It's not like it can be one thing in a day, because it is a belief. So once you let go of the belief, you know, I don't want to put no I don't want to put no boundaries, no bounds, no chains on you and say, oh, it's going to take a minute. It might not for you. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I just know for me, it took me some time, but for other things, like going vegan, for me, it felt like it was overnight. Honestly, it felt like it was just like, and that's just proof in the pudding that some things are overnight. Some of us have that thing out there that's like, it's just meant for us. The second we dive into it, it's just like, wham. It was meant for you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, so it could be the same thing with these. Do your best not to put times on these things, and be okay. Be okay with it. If it takes longer than necessary, it's not taking longer than necessary. You're getting there at the right time. You're getting there at the right time. Believe that, or believe something else. So it's really up to you, because there's two sides to it. But if it were up to me, I'd say believe that you're on the right path and you're getting there at the perfect time. So yeah, those are the two ways. I think my last way was kind of similar, and yeah, it really is similar to segment intention. Uh, and you can look that up on what that is. It's a practice that you do, and it's a good practice. It's a great practice. It's a phenomenal tool to use to whip out whenever you need it. But just see things peacefully. That's what I will leave off with and end with. See these things peacefully. See good outcomes for once. You deserve those things. You deserve a good outcome. You deserve a phenomenal, adventurous, a beauteous outcome. Like what? You deserve all of that. Honestly, like whoever told you that you didn't was lying to you, because they don't know what they're talking about. I do. Don't worry. You deserve a phenomenal outcome, so create it. Truly. Make it. Think about it. Visualize it. Harbor on it. Replay it. And the biggest thing, the most important thing, think about the ending of it all. Like the very end of that outcome. Of how that feels. Because that's thinking in the end. And we're always I heard this recently, we're always in the end technically, because it's the present and we're just living it. We're always just in the end every single time, even during the thing, because it could stop right there. I mean, technically that's the end. That would be the end if it stopped right there. But yeah, we're always in the end. We're always in the present. So think about how it goes in the end, when everybody's cheering you on at the end, or when you go to sleep. How great a day that was. That was such a great day. I'm having such a good rest. Think about the end, and think about how peaceful the end is and will be.